I'm Craig Jahnke, one of the organizers for M365 Chicago. We're doing a winter edition this time, doing our event January 14th. It's a Friday, starts right at 7 a.m. Our first three sessions of the day are going to be primarily broadcasted from the European, African, some of Asia. So we've got some pretty wide range of speakers coming, and then we are going to kick off as a regular conference with a lot of a keynote at 10 and then some speakers. And we are really happy to have Veeam as our gold sponsor this year, or gold partner. They have been our gold partner for the last 3 years. And with me today to talk about that is going to be Karinne Bessette and Edward Watson. Karinne, can you tell us who you are from Veeam and what you do?
Yeah, I'm a technologist for Veeam Software. I specialize in the Microsoft 365 backup technology, as well as our product that does that backup, so Veeam Backup for Microsoft 365.
Nice. And Edward?
Yes, sir. A product marketing manager at Veeam Software, and really just in charge of getting the word out and spreading the good news about Office 365 backup.
Cool. Thanks again for being one of our partners. And can you talk about a little bit about what you're going to be presenting at the conference this year?
Sure. Well, we're really excited because it's great to kick off a new year. It's a great place to be in the community, and a lot of people and a lot of organizations are looking at protecting applications they haven't protected in the past. One of those is Office 365, of course, and we've got a great checklist that we're going to be taking you through in terms of what you need to be looking for in a third-party backup solution, or even if you're already leveraging Office 365 backups, just giving you some good advice on maybe how to augment your existing strategy as well. And we'll also follow up that presentation and checklist with a case study on one of our great customers, Staples, and how they worked with Veeam to make sure their data was protected. So we're very excited to kick off with this topic in the new year.
Cool. So backup, why is that important? Doesn't M365 just back up everything automatically?
So that's something that gets brought up a lot, and there's a lot of answers to those questions. The thing I like to start off with, that you don't always need to consider backup in very few situations, but most situations that you run into, once you realize what is not protected by like native tools such as e-discovery or litigation holds, or how to get that data back and the restorability of that data back to the original environments, is when you start to realize almost everyone does need backup out there.
Cool. And so what does Veeam's M365 solution do that's different from the competitors? How do you guys separate yourselves?
Yeah, so there's a few differentiators, actually. The first one is around infrastructure flexibility. We know there's lots of solutions out there that might actually urge you to utilize their storage. Maybe there are some penalties involved if you want to switch storage. And so what Veeam does, we don't have our own cloud, we don't have our own storage, but we work with some of the best providers in the world to provide you with storage options, and most of all, the flexibility to move from one storage to the next based on your business needs. We also help you customize backups based on the value of the data. So if you have, say, a department that might need to be backed up multiple times a day to meet a certain RTO criteria versus another department, you can make sure that each department has their own individual backups to meet their individual service level agreements. We also have many, many recovery options. We actually have 45 plus recovery options in the industry, which puts us quite far above many other vendors in the industry that might have only just a few recovery options available. So those are just a few, Craig, of differentiators for us.
Nice. Yes, that's some good information there.
Yeah.
So can you talk about how it works a little bit under the covers for some people who have questions on that?
So the primary core software is deployed on a Windows machine, and from there you can kind of aggregate out all the components that you may use, like a data movers, which we refer to as proxies, and then repository types, anything from an on-prem types of storage to pretty much anything that's S3 compatible, including like Azure Blob. We also have the flexibility of no matter what kind of infrastructure, whether you're an on-prem, a hybrid type of infrastructure, you're able to add them all into the same console and send the data where it makes sense to your business, and then migrate it anytime that you choose. We don't lock you into any storage type. You own your own storage.
Oh, nice. That's some pretty good information there. And I like the sound of some of that. Sorry. So as we know, software can't stay stagnant. So the industry has been moving way too fast. So what has changed over the last year, or what is changing coming up? Because I'm sure you've got some neat things that you want to talk about.
So we actually have our sales kickoff coming up, and there's some features that I'm under embargo for right now to talk about, but we've already announced our backup copy as well as our self-service portal. The self-service portal isn't limited to just users being able to restore data, but being able to delegate rights out to end users to do other users' data. So restore operators is going to be a key factor in kind of getting everyone the rights that they need without giving them access to the server. And then we're even building onto that security story when we're looking at it in that way.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about to promote for your product or for Veeam? To end.
Thanks for asking, Craig. So we do have a 30-day free trial, and we definitely urge you to check out Veeam.com. We've got lots of great resources. We've got a dummies book. We've on Office 365 backup. We have a Teams backup ebook. We have many different resources if you're just beginning and starting out. It's all about the community. It's all about education. We want to make sure everyone's as informed as they can be about this topic. So check out Veeam.com to learn more information.
Nice.
To point out additional resources, if you need to still have the conversation about why would you need to back up, we have a webinar out there where we star in it with some MVPs in the community that don't just describe the Veeam side of the equation, but the Microsoft from the Microsoft point of view, reasons why you would need a backup and where your kind of pitfalls may come if you don't, and some really good tips within there.
Awesome. So again, appreciate you sponsoring our event or being a partner with us for our event. And I know you're going to be there and you'll have your own channel inside the teams that we're hosting it through. I know that I talked to you both live and in person at 365 EduCon in DC a couple months ago. Where else can we find you besides your website? Do you have any plans for the upcoming year?
No, we do. We absolutely do. We plan on being at every single EduCon. So I really love the EduCons. We'll definitely be there. We've got things like the collab summits and the collab days and various user groups. So we'll definitely be staying active this year. And definitely, if we do end up having some in-person events that you're at, please come by the Veeam booth. We'll have lots of shirts and goodies for you to pick from.
I'll be at some of the security and compliance events that are coming up virtually here soon as well.
Nice. So Karinne, where would somebody find that information? And the information to your webinar, is that just on the website?
So some of our webinars actually get posted through our Twitter channels. If you follow us on Twitter, you can find that out. Me and Edward directly following us, you should get some information, as well as following the Veeam Twitter page. So we're able to get the most information out, especially when we're going sort of rogue to some of these events and promoting ourselves.
Awesome. Again, thank you for being our gold partner for this event. We look forward to seeing you on Friday, the 14th at 7 a.m. sharp. Of course, the sessions will tend to be recorded. So if you're not there at 7 a.m., you might be able to catch them on the YouTube channel or some of the later events. We're running over 100 sessions. So there should be something there for everybody.